Retzloff as well.
Let's see what happens. It happens, I think, towards the middle of the pack here on the top side, I believe. Oh, or in the middle. Oh, wow.
24 gets hooked into the 31, who comes up and gets into Anthony Alfredo.
Alfredo, just an innocent bystander. That's just part of being in the pack. That's why you want to be in the front, right? He lost his track position, and you get back there and you get caught up in something.
He's going to come down here and hit the wall. Didn't look like he was tore up too bad until this contact.
And go around reminded me a little bit of last year's season opener at Daytona on the last lap when that 31 did something similar to that with Myatt Snyder driving. He did go over. I'm glad they were able to keep all 4 tires on the ground there. At least he settled there. And look at Ryan Sieg.
He barely got through that, didn't he?
That was close. We were all so nervous when the 31 was sliding back down.
Hey, wait a minute.
If you're racing here, you should just go by Junior, and there's trouble again. 3 to go on the stage.
My goodness.
And a major hit for Dexter Stacey. Blaine Perkins with huge damage.
He hit the end of the wall, Joey.
Great when it kicks out like that. Oh, my.
Debris everywhere. And a tire bounding out of control into the wall.
So we're going to see a spin from the middle, the 66. He's going to come down and hit the inside wall very, very hard.
And this is where the wall kicks out right there. And that shot doesn't do justice. And look at this car. Barrel rolling down the backstretch.
And that wasn't the half of it. By the way, Dexter Stacey has also climbed from his race car.
So this is Blaine Perkins. You see he's going to get hit. The car's going to catch the air, land right here on the roof, and here comes the barrel roll.
Right when you get sideways like that, it starts to bite, and then off it goes. And at this point, you hope when it's up in the air that it doesn't land on the roof.
Look at the parts and pieces just coming off that race car as it barrel rolls down the back straightaway.
It's at 6, 7 times I think I saw that car go around.
Yeah, some big hits within the rolls, right? The revolutions at that speed usually isn't bad. It's the impacts when you come down back onto the racetrack. Those are the ones that hurt. He just gets tagged in the right rear, sends him up like that. And this hit. Oh.
You see the safer barrier move, Joey. Thank goodness there was something to give there, but the wall comes out on a little angle there to allow the safety crews to get out on the track, and that angle is not forgiving. As you can see, parts flying off of Blaine Perkins' cars, tires, exhaust.
And that car disintegrated while it was rolling over.
We're under red flag now as NASCAR addresses all this.
Oh, he got the tire.
Yes, he did. That's a lot of damage.
Look at this.
Thank goodness it hit the front of the car.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't know what the data would say. And if you're just joining us, all of these drivers did climb from the race car.
It's crazy seeing it from that view, how high the car is, right? Up on top
into
of
your picture and then.
Oh, somebody gets into his left rear.
Sideways. Brandon Jones?
Brandon Jones.
Yeah.
Brandon Jones was trying to get in behind him, possibly misjudged it.
It looked like Brandon got a decent amount of damage too. I couldn't really tell, and I don't know what was there before the contact. As you see, Sammy hit the inside wall, but it looked like the front end of that 9 car was beat up.
It's a big hit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that I would call that evidence in a trial court here. Let's take a look and see what happened here. Well, it looks like something happened to the 9. He's checking up, stacks everyone up, and the 1 car maybe gets punted. 98 kind of gets the outside wall with Riley Herbst.
Couldn't tell how bad the damage was for Riley Herbst.
You wonder if a right front went down. You remember the 9 had a lot of damage on the front of his car. Maybe got on the splitter there, or maybe that damage cut a tire down. I don't know.
Absolutely big racing supporter. And it's gone all out.
There goes one. John Hunter Nemechek out of line. Hard contact with the inside wall.
That's a big hit to the driver's side. He almost had it turned around inside. It was a pretty flush hit. Let's see what happens. You see John Hunter get up top, you know, to try to get the push from his teammate. And, you know, the cars are light there leaving the tri-oval there, Brad, and just the timing was off a little bit. Car's light and
Caution number 6. Free pass here, Brandon Jones. He had lost a lap after that last incident.
He never got hit.
Another restart coming your way with right around 30 to go at Talladega.
To the right pretty hard.
Top stacking up. Sam Mayer
There's a
around.
crash. Sam Mayer around. Derek Kraus involved. The 8 of Josh Berry. The 7 for Justin Allgaier.
Got 3 of the junior motorsports cars right there.
So you got a little push down the back. Oh, he has to
Stacks
lift
up for the block in front of him, and that's just kind of put Josh Berry into him.
Interesting. That was Truex sliding up.
Racing out. There's just certain cars you can't get away from.
I mean, Truex was trying to get up in front of him there. And Sam did what he had to do, right? Sam had to check up for that.
Yeah.
And by the time the chain reaction gets back to the 3rd car, that's what happens.
Saw Parker Retzlaff sneak through there. There's Greg Alding. He's already picked up the splitter at that point.
He must have Sam Mayer's splitter, I think. Big hit for the 7. That's definitely going to shut that thing down.
Nice avoidance by Parker. The 31, Parker Retzlaff.
So 3 junior motorsports cars involved, but the free pass goes here to their 4th teammate, Brandon Jones. And that will get him back on the lead lap. He's gotten the free pass. The last 2 cautions was.
And those wrecks happen, you see it happening, and you're like, oh, and you're on the brakes. You're like, just stay up there. Let me get through here. And it's always that close. I mean, it's what it looks like from inside the car in these camera shots is exactly what it looks like for real. And the feeling, though, is just like, it's a sketchy feeling for a second. You just hope you get through it.
I'm going to go back to something you said earlier in the day, Brad. And that is the benefit of winning a stage or scoring a bunch of stages. Going to be 2 laps to go when we come around this time. And there goes Daniel Hemric off the bumper of Sheldon Reed. And this is the big one here at Talladega.
Oh, my.
Got one upside down. Is that Daniel Hemric?
That's Hemric upside down.
Most of the field is caught up in this wreck. Only a handful of cars are driving by us right now. I hope Daniel's okay. Let's take another look at this replay. So you're going to see Daniel's going to come down and try to block the 2. And when he does that, just mayhem ensues here. And you're going to see a couple combo shots of wrecks, crashes. The 91 here with a massive hit up against the outside wall, Joey.
Josh Bilicki in the 91.
Takes the camera out.
Yeah, here's a view of some of these hits into the wall. Here's how Hemric gets over. The 91 takes a pretty good hit there.
Riley Herbst looked like in the 98 riding right underneath of Hemric as he went up on the wall. Chandler Smith got heavy damage.
You see a lot of these guys on the bottom, some damage, maybe not that bad, right? They're all kind of out of control spinning, but all the big hits really happen on the outside of the wall.
Austin Hill, one of the most dominant cars of the race, he gets caught up in this as well.
He and Moffitt both with just a little bit of a spin here, but I'm like Joey, I think they're a part of that group that had minimal damage as they slid down to the inside. Not a lot of contact for those 2 drivers. There goes Bilicki. I'll say this, incredible work by all of our camera folks. Had an incredibly long day today here for Cup Series qualifying, did the ARCA race, and now this extended afternoon for the NASCAR Xfinity Series.
Hey, this is the worst part about super speedway racing, right? Like, if you look at the racing before this, man, it's awesome. And then this has to happen, and it just, you hate seeing cars get torn up. You hate seeing, oh my gosh, what a hit that was.
Never had a chance.
Just from being inside these things, you know how much it hurts to get in a wreck like that. Like, it's obviously does not feel good, and you don't want to see a driver ever get hurt or go through any of it. But that's what the speedway racing is, right? When it's, everyone's race is so close and it's so awesome until it's not.
Austin Hill on board. He's sliding for a long time here.
Oh, he gets hit from behind there at the end.
The leaders are just trying to control the lanes. We talk about it all the time, Joey. Control the race, control the race, control the race. Sometimes these races just aren't meant to be controlled.
Yeah, and we see no one has really been able to control this race today. And when it happens at the lead, the whole pack is there waiting when you come back up.
And he did. He came back up in the spin. Took a lot of cars out in this big wreck here with just a few laps left to go.
Flash of fire coming from the Casgrala Toyota.
Watch them here. They're doing
Watch that 48 in the outside lane.
Watch the 2.
Here they come back through the tri-oval. Garrett Smithley is spinning. They're racing back to the checkers. Will the caution come out at the line? It's Jeb Burton. And the caution is waving. Jeb Burton inside the top 10.
Here's this last lap crash. You're going to see the 51 get a little help from the maybe the 25. Pushes him into the 4.
Had him. That is Michael McDowell spinning after we saw what looked like fluid or perhaps dust coming off that car in turn 4. And caution is out.
Right rear's down.
I don't read it. Tire. Michael McDowell.
Oh, Reddick
Spins out and hits the wall, turns it around and keeps going.
Oh my gosh, did not see that coming, Tony. Neither did he. Too much rear braking that thing.
Right here,
Lost it.
Right here, and then we'll fit with the next one, and he's just trying to get down and spun himself out.
Trying to come from the outside lane.
Man, that was so close. I think that was Chase Briscoe. Barely missed him when he came down. He was late to the party. Looked to me like.
Hard to believe that was just a single car incident and that there's no damage apparent to his car.
Whoa, so close. Don't slide him. Not taking tires.
Whoa, around goes Briscoe.
Same exact thing.
Break.
Everybody gets by, and
Stay where
we
you're at.
are still for Chase Briscoe, who spins, coming to pit road.
Last year, he knows how to get it done. Perhaps today could be the 42nd
Oh,
day.
and he turns
And he turned the
Burton.
20
Burton slides down to the bottom of the racetrack and keeps it down on the apron.
Right
Oh.
in front of the field. Austin Dillon spun around as well. Check it. Oh, heavy damage on that car. I think that was Todd Gilliland.
At least 3 cars involved.
Got a draft, probably one bump too many. A little bit on the right side, right as he's entering that corner, getting into 3. Maybe came around on him. Like you said, though, phenomenal job. Now you see everybody checking up back here. You start checking up. The first thing you do is look in that mirror and make sure you're not going to get run over. Unfortunately, that's what happened for Austin Dillon.
Caution out for the 5th time today at Talladega as Noah Gragson inadvertently turns Harrison Burton. That have a history. Harrison Burton and Noah Gragson got into a fight at Kentucky after the Xfinity Series race there in 2020. You saw Zane Smith checking up, getting hit by Joey Logano. That sent Smith up into Austin Dillon, and then Austin Hill comes in. Further damage. So
Now Joey's up.
yes.
Joey says forget it. We'll go. Oh, he's turned.
He is turned. Logano in the wall. LaJoy and Stenhouse bring the caution out for the 6th time.
I saw it. He was thinking about it earlier, decided to go for it. Just like that. Coming, big run, by the way. As soon as he touches him, man, it didn't take much.
He just needed LaJoy to wait a half a beat longer to get off the transition from the banking down to the backstretch before he made contact there, and they would have been okay.
Looks like Suarez got a little bit of that too, right there. Maybe a lot of it.
Yeah, another 100 feet would totally have changed that scenario right there.
Look at the move, heads up move by Chastain. Reckon behind you, went for it, moved to the outside and gained some positions there before that caution came out. That's heads up racing.
Push comes to shove, and Gregson's in the wall.
Larson's around.
And Larson up the racetrack in traffic, and he collects Preece.
Hard hit.
Good grief.
Saw that. He got to pushing him hard. Chastain was pushing Noah very hard, but wasn't patient. Was ready to go right off the bat. Turns him around. Didn't even get a chance to really make much of it.
Well, just had a little too much movement when he got pushed, and it unfortunately got him into the outside and opened that door. That is a huge hit.
Let's ride with Noah Gragson.
A lot of energy when Chastain hit him.
All right, this is Ryan Preece.
Oh, he actually throttled up. Tried to get there.
Tried to get through it before the 5 got up. Whew.
We were lucky this was only a 4-car pileup.
Yeah, he just gets that push in the corner, and it just gets him up just enough to open the door for the 1 car, and off we go.
How about this?
On this restart.
Check this out. I said as a hard hit, look at the door bars in there. That's actually the roll cage that was bent and broke up. I have never seen that before. Massive hit right there. Well, don't forget. Oh, I told you that was a hard hit. You think these boys ain't tough?
Next flag ends the race.
Oh, big push.
Blaine
turns him.
Around goes Bubba.
Oh, into Keselowski. Around here. Oh, another hard shot. Allmendinger.
Caution waves with Kyle Busch in front. Look at the carnage. This is the big one. And it ends the guy.
And he's watching everything that's going on behind him. He's not looking out front. He's looking out back of where that 12's trying to go.
Big block there. Now he moves up. Blaney was ready to go. At the end of the day, Blaney was going to make that move on him. He couldn't keep it behind him. Tried to block low, tried to block high, got wrecked.
Here's the thing. You got to, if you're the 23 car and Bubba, you've got to make those moves. You don't have a choice. You're trying to win this race.
Absolutely. And then the flip side of that, if you're Blaney, you have to make that. It's the last lap. You got to go.
Exactly. So this is just one of those no-fault scenarios where everybody did exactly what they had to give themselves the best opportunity to win this race.
And NASCAR has adjusted third place, giving it to Chris Buescher with Briscoe fourth. There's the contact and the spin. And you might say, Kyle Busch steals another one. But Kyle put himself into a position to win right here on the bottom. And
I don't know if
through.
he intentionally put himself there.
Well,
I don't know if we're going to call it that, but we've always said it in motorsports from day one. Sometimes you got to be lucky, better lucky than good. You know,